Good evening to all, and a warm welcome to the dignitaries Sri Raghuji, Professor in Management, Nitya Meenakshi Institute of Technology, Bengaluru, and the Certified Innovation Ambassador of IAC, and my colleagues of RSD, NCADE, schools, divisions, region centers, learner support centers, and other invitees to this webinar. Innovation and Entrepreneurship Outreach Program in schools or community. I express my sincere gratitude to Dr. U.C. Pandey, Director, Regional Service Division, IGNOU New Delhi, who has suggested the theme and informed us to organize this webinar. And today also celebrated as World Entrepreneurs Day. It is dedicated to celebrating the spirit of entrepreneurship and the contributions that entrepreneurs make to society and the economy. Entrepreneurs play a crucial role in driving innovation, creating jobs, and fostering economic growth. So, creating an innovation and entrepreneurship outreach program in schools and communities can be a powerful way to foster creativity, problem solving skills, and a culture of entrepreneurship among young people. So, several activities are organized to inspire and support aspiring entrepreneurs and sharing the success stories, highlight the importance of entrepreneurship in different industries and regions, etc. As a part of these activities, today's webinar is arranged. I hope that today's session will certainly create awareness about entrepreneurship and innovation and many inspires our learners to become entrepreneurs in future. I'm thankful to Professor Raghu for accepting our invitation within a short span of time in spite of his busy schedules today. Now it is my duty to introduce our chief resource person, our experts, Sri Raghuji, working as a professor in management, Nitya Meenakshi Institute of Technology, Bengaluru. He had MBA from Vishweshwara Technological University, BSc from the University of Agriculture Sciences. He has more than 18 years experience in teaching and 1 year experience in industry. He has published many research papers in national, international journals and secured patents too. He has presented research papers in international, national conferences and seminars. He is a member of professional organizations in India. He is currently in the top 10% of authors on SSRN by all time downloads of his research papers. His main strengths are preparation of research papers based on case study analysis in an innovative way. He has completed PhD thesis on a study on consumer behavior with reference to marketing fruits and vegetables through organized retailing in Bangalore and submitted for award of PhD from Bharatiya University. He is also certified innovative ambassador. Sir, it's really a privilege to have you as a resource person for today's webinar, and I request you to kindly deliver the session, please.
Thank you, madam. Thanks for my introduction. Today we are having this particular International Entrepreneurs Day. So, on behalf of this particular special day, I would like to, welcome all of you in this evening. And today in this session, I'm going to talk about how innovation and entrepreneurship are related, and more specifically, because I don't know, maybe some of you would have heard of entrepreneurship, but since in the last 20 years, even a couple of times I've taken the subject as an entrepreneurship development in various universities in different syllabus, and the various corrections, the modifications happened. Even in our last webinar, it was on MVP, minimum viable product, and we have discussed on a very interesting latest topic. But today, this entire entrepreneurship, the overall idea of entrepreneur, how to motivate them, and what is the basic concepts that's been involved in this entrepreneurial, and what motivation we have from the entrepreneurial journey, so that we can see. And we'll also touch upon the innovation aspects, how to get innovative ideas. So what is an idea? Because even with a lot of research, even secondary data or primary data, and even to some extent my small area of research in with respect to food products. So whatever we have found, so I could able to share my experiences with a small limited time. So I'm trying to cover all these aspects. So this is for overall outline of my presentation for today. And coming to the beginning introduction to this topic, when I say innovation, so what is the key aspects of innovation, and how to get an idea, how to generate ideas, what are the sources of idea generation, and even we can think of practically how we can able to select the viable idea. When we talk about a viability, it can be technically and also economically feasibility. So the feasibility analysis, how to screen the ideas, how to get a concrete idea and a novel idea which is different and which should be new and it should be fresh and it should be interesting for the market or a customer, and it should have an economic value addition, and there should be some outcome, or when you say the cause, so why we are talking, maybe talking about this particular idea, or why this product, why I'm into this business. So this is the overall understanding we need to have. So innovation is the first step in entrepreneurship. So without innovation, without any new ideas, we can't think of any entrepreneur. So hope all of you agree with that. So innovation is key thing today. So then what is innovation? So how to get an idea? Suppose when you talk about even starting a business, they say we need to have a good idea, good product. So the idea will be converted into a product. Product is ultimately reaching the market or a customer. So then we can see whether it's a success or a failure. So innovation and innovation methods. So what are the creativity and innovation? So that is very, very root, or we can say the primary cause for starting any business. So we see the startups, particularly Bangalore, being a lot of young entrepreneurs. So where they have a lot of companies with a lot of skills, even with IT and social media. So with a small business value addition. So we see a lot of opportunities happening today. So the business is not restricted to only a rich, because today we have a lot of financial support from government, and it's not restricted to only the experienced. I know age wise, we can say like 40 or 45 or 50, where they have some work experience. So it's not required. So today, many small students even. So just today, I think we had a Rotary activity in our campus. So I saw one small, maybe around 20 or 25. So students, they are starting a lot of ideas, and some of them they have developed a product, and many of them already got a lot of awards, and even they have got a lot of recognition, and it's very surprised to see those different profiles. So with the small age group, so the achievements are huge. So with this basic background, let us start with the introduction to our topic. Okay, so can you all follow me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, thank you. So now let's try to understand the basic concept. What drives innovation? What drives entrepreneurs? What are the drivers, driving forces? So why the business need to go with their own,
And Dr. Raghu, your slides are not moving. We are in the
Okay,
first slide only.
okay,
Introduction class.
okay. Yeah, okay. Then after the entrepreneurs, we will go for some kind of profiles. I'll show you that what is the motivation behind it, and what skills, insights, ideas, and opportunities, and how to have a better control. Okay, so let us go to the slides now. Okay, so this is Harish Hande. So he is one of the social entrepreneur. So we could able to meet him directly in one of the occasion, and he has shared his experience. So this is the one person from Bangalore. So his native is Bangalore. His house is near Banshankari. So the local example I'm taking. So it will motivate all of you. But he is a IIT dropout, so he was not interested in the studies, but he has a lot of business ideas. So he just left it and he came with his own, cause something like I have to give something for the country, for rural people. So then he found a solar lamp. So that is a very old, example. And if you see the different things like Harish Ande, maybe we have so many other examples also. Okay, so you can see E and Y. So women entrepreneurs. So again, the role of women in entrepreneurial area. So there are n number of examples we can think of, and you can see one more young person. He was, known as youngest CEO in the world. So this is one more entrepreneur. Okay, and so like this, we have couple of profiles, and this is last photo I think you have seen is my own classmate. He started his own business, and almost more than 20 years of experience. Okay, so these are all the some of the areas. So if you see the meaning of this entrepreneur, what is the entrepreneur? It's a basically German word. Okay, so French and German words. So this is basically to take up something, to undertake. So to start something, something new, something fresh with some risk. Okay, so these are the some of the basic concepts you can say. So if you see the lot of businesses today, if you see a small company to a big entrepreneur, even Infosys, they started in a small area. Today it's become reached global market, or even Reliance, or it could be your Jim Premji's network. So these are the different examples. Okay, so you can see a lot of criterias or traits or characteristics with this kind of commonalities. What when I say what is common to all these people, they're willing to work hard, willing to go extra mile. So there is a kind of perseverance or some kind of they're having that guts. Okay, so even they are ready to accept the failure. So if there is any failure, they don't get any scare. So they have a very confident, even they learn from the mistakes whenever there is some loss or whenever there is a difficult times. So these are all the basic characteristics of any entrepreneur. And having a strong desire to achieve their goal, that is most important. So they need some kind of urge, and that comes with the inner self motivation and optimism. Maybe the when you say positivity or optimality, so when you say optimal, maybe the being a optimistic personality, okay, about the future. So many of them they think, okay, the economy is not so good, and the business may come down. So with all kind of as you see, the business is not so stable. But many of them they lose or they just leave it, they close it, they don't want to take risk. So those people they can't have this entrepreneurial mindset, and they'll create their own path or route for towards success, and they are independent and not giving much priority to something like comfortable or some kind of money oriented. So these are all the different characters. And foresight, a lot of visualization, a lot of forecasting the trends, what will happen to my market, the customer trends, are the products, the features. So, what kind of changes are expected? Okay, how the business is happening, and timely actions. Take a timely action based on the feedback, based on the changes that is expected, and then ability to work towards pooling all the resources that's required in the business. When I say resources, what are the basic resources? We say man, machine, money, capital. So when you see the major resource, so it includes everything like human resource or machines, technology. So everything has to be in place. So how do you manage the resources? You should have a leadership skill, you should have a risk bearing thing, and you should have taken a lot of initiatives, initiating with a lot of research, search and collect data, try to use it for your analysis, make the changes according to the report, and innovate and try to come out with a new thing. Don't go with the same old, maybe the products, something new, something different, so which will be according to the customer needs. So changing needs are changing, so your business has to change. So when you see the
Sir,
modern
the
India,
slides are not moving. Excuse me.
yes,
Slides
ma'am.
are not moving, sir.
Slides are not moving. One second.
Now it is there some matter.
Okay. Let me check now. Ah, yeah, it's still here. Okay. Now, ma'am.
Yes, sir. We are able to see the slide.
Okay. Okay, fine. I think it was not connected. Now I think it's okay. Okay, now, so let's see the modern India. So when you see the substantial growth in the industrial and agricultural
Is it
sector,
possible to make it slideshow, sir? Entire screen, sharing of entire screen and slideshow, then I think slides may move automatically.
okay. I'll go for
If
this
possible,
current
please, otherwise you can proceed, please. Don't
now.
get
Okay,
kindly disturbed.
okay, from the current slide. Okay, can you see now, ma'am?
So we are able to see your slide. Modern India is need of
Yes, yes,
substantial growth of
yes.
the industry. Okay.
Okay, so I think now the slide is connected. Modern India, so in the Indian context, so when you see the industrial growth or agriculture sectors, or at even global brands, the successful, or even the social obligations that we have, it can be the poverty alleviations, or it can be the raising standard of living and meaningful employment opportunities. So when you see these different areas, so we can think of what opportunities that is having in a particular market. So in an Indian market, or particularly in local markets, how we can add value to the existing products, or is there any niche area or a small change or modifications. So there is a role of entrepreneur. So in these different things, we can say that there is a highly significant aspect when you see the entrepreneurial journey. Okay, when you see how the entrepreneurs are instrumental in shaping the economy, are providing the employment opportunities for the youngsters, and even they're also having a lot of support, financial as well as technical, even the National Entrepreneurship Network supported by Wadhwani Foundation. So even in our last presentation, I stressed on it. They are providing the free of cost assistance for all the students and entrepreneurs. So these are all the areas where you can take a support, and you can also do something parallel to your existing maybe studies, or it can be the job. So this is how naturally we are trying to see how Indian entrepreneurs are succeeding in various industries, businesses, and how they can be used as a benchmark for a small entrepreneur, or a budding or a small startups, or aspiring students also. So this is something which is encouraging, and it will leads to multiple things. So I think slides are moving now.
No, sir, not moving. I think
Yes.
if you share entire screen, then
Okay.
slideshow it may move, or you had to move every
Okay.
time
Go for-
manually.
Then I will go for entire screen once again. So entire screen I have to select. I think there is some issue here. One second. I'll try to reshare it.
Yes, sir, it is better. You
Hmm.
can share it, present them, and click on the entire screen. Then
Okay, ma'am.
use the PPT. Um,
Okay.
I hope it may work out.
Okay, now can you see now? I
Yes, yes,
shared
yes.
the
Following qualities of good entrepreneur.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, fine. So, following qualities of good entrepreneur. So, what are the qualities of an entrepreneur? Because we have talked about what is innovation, what is an entrepreneur, and what opportunities in the initially brief introduction. But now let us understand what are the qualities of a good entrepreneur. Because many we can't say all those small startups are. It can be the entrepreneurial firms are successful. Some of them have failed miserably. So, why they fail? What are the reasons for the failure? What lessons we can learn? So there is a fail. Why they fail? Because of various reasons. There could be lack of understanding of the market. There could be a lack of proper idea generation, or there could be like initially it went on well, but later on at a particular stage due to various uncontrollable external factors. As we see in business, there are many factors which influence any business environment. Can be internal environment or external environment. So all these factors will leads to multiple issues in the business. So when you talk about these different industry issues problems, okay, so we can talk about various approaches. So we need to understand the basic problems that we are facing, okay. So when you talk about the first thing is like when you see the entrepreneur as a person, as an individual, he is energetic, he must be hardworking, resourceful, aware of new opportunities, and able to understand, adjust himself to the changing conditions. And these are the basic characteristics. So individual, energetic, hardworking, resourceful, aware of new opportunities. So these are all the hardcore rules. So he's also interested in advanced technology and improving quality and his product or service. So these are all the things we need to understand. See, first of all, you should be highly energetic, very dynamic, and ready to take extra work. So if you say no, I'm just for salary's sake, and I'll do for whatever the limited job, limited time. So you cannot be an entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is one who will accept the challenges, he'll face the challenge, and he'll win that challenge. So you should be having the clear awareness. So awareness is the information about the changes happening in the market, because the market is dynamic, customer minds are different, so they think differently, and they should able to adjust with the changing conditions. Can be the change in government, change in technology, change in the economic factors. So nothing is constant. So in business environment, when the changes are happening, you should able to anticipate, not reactive, be proactive and willing to take that risk and ready to accept the challenge and change with the time. So these are all the basic features that we need to understand. And of course, he is interested in IT, so we can't say no. I don't know this technology. I can't use it. So ready to no explore the new advanced technology. Like you today, we talk about artificial intelligence or virtual reality. So all these new things like it could be Chat GPT, etc. So that it will improve his own quality of products and services. And he should also be interested in expanding when it comes to the scaling. So you have to scale up to the next level so that his operation or maybe the investment or for a financial reason. So financial benefits are earning return on investment. So they have to go for expansion. Otherwise, if suppose Infosys, they said no, we'll be in only in Bangalore. So we'll have one office, comfortable, and I don't want to expand. I don't want to take risk, and they can't definitely catch up the global, today whatever maybe the development or the kind of financial benefits that they are seeing. So they could have not seen. So these are the basic things. Then you should able to visualize the changes before it actually happens. So I think you would have heard of people saying that whatever happens in this world happens two times. One is that it happens in the mind, and the second one is in reality. So you should able to visualize the changes, what may happen, but majority of them may not be exactly like 100% accurate, but to some extent on a maybe the overall you can get some kind of a rough idea, so that we can able to predict the future and we can adapt to those changing conditions. And he is a firm believer of planning and systematic work. So you should able to plan well, execute well. Planning and execution should be very good, because when you see the principles of management, the first step in management is planning process. So if you plan, then you can go for following those particular plans. So don't fail to plan. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So the planning is a crucial step, but it just you plan it and leave it, you don't work on that, then it's of no use. It will be just plan, it will be a dream, so it will never come true. So you need to work further and execute it and implement it, so in a systematic way. So systematic work with a lot of dedication. Okay, so these are all the qualities of entrepreneurs. I think you can able to understand, and you can also have a lot of initiative, taking some kind of challenges and face the challenges and try to go for value addition. Okay, so these are the problems. But whenever there is a problem, there is a solution. So they'll try to go for achieving any targets. Then entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is a concept where they act, behaving like an entrepreneur, but working with the same company. So it's a very old, idea within the MNCs. So where suppose the employee X has been identified, particularly it happens in IT sector. So then they will say that, why do you want to leave the job? You can continue with your own idea. We will give you all the liberty, flexibility. So that's called as the intrapreneurship, intra within. Okay, so entrepreneurship. So he's still with the company, so attached to the same business, but he will be having his own new setup. So these are all the different ideas that we can think of. So can you see the slides? Hope it's moving now.
Yes, sir, moving. Entrepreneur culture.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, entrepreneurial culture. So, what is the entrepreneurial culture? It's an environment where someone is motivated to innovate, create, and take risks. So, culture means what is the culture? Because as an individual, you should have that personality to listen, and you should not expect somebody to motivate you. He has to self motivated. He has to be innovative, and he has to think of that creative ideas and risk bearing capacity. So that's the entrepreneurial culture. Then what is the entrepreneurial process, the overall process? This little lengthy, I think just can go through the points. Okay, the first step is idea. You should have a good idea, finalize the idea, select the idea, then you go for opportunity. So where is the opportunity? Because if you have a good product, it's not enough. You should have a good demand also. Your product may be good, but the market is not ready. Then it will again the product may fail. So we have so many practical examples. And planning, how we can plan. If you see there's many mobiles, or it can be the brands, services. Okay, the hotels. Some of the hotels there is more crowd many times, and it's always rush. Not only weekend but also weekdays. But some hotels, some business, some hospitals, nobody is there, and so even the service is good. Maybe people have some bad opinion and bad name, the branding, so the marketing, advertisements, so many issues due to many reasons. It may not do better. So that's why competition and the proper planning and the proper strategy, the market strategy, or you can say product strategy. So that's very, very important. So what is strategy? It's a long-term plan. So long-term planning is called as business strategy. So then the company formation. How do you launch your firm, launch your company? So what is the right time? Where you are going to choose? Which location? Suppose assume you have a good product, good demand in Karnataka, but within Karnataka, which city you are going to plan? Or within Bangalore, which part of the Bangalore? Or Mysore? So you have to analyze, make a small research, conduct, and try to analyze it. Then you go for feasibility studies. Based on that, you can take a decision. Then the next stage is maybe the growth. So growth after launching the product, then you have to maybe go for a particular final conclusion. Okay, so that's the growth. So growth will happen with the development and prosperity. So finally, the mapping the customer pains to the value proposition. So that's very, very important. So finally, that's what we are trying to see here. So we have to identify the pain points of the customers. So that should be your value proposition. Okay, so this is about your basic introduction. So about my slides. So apart from slides, now we can go for any direct discussions. If you have any, particular specific, you know, topics or doubts you can clarify. Otherwise, I'll be touching upon the kind of importance of innovation in entrepreneurs. So, what is the kind of innovation and entrepreneurs, and how these innovation and entrepreneurs are connected? So, we are trying to go with that. So, let's stop this slide. So, I'm stopping the slide. Now, I'll go for direct introduction. So, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll go through the key aspects for entrepreneur. So, what is the must for an entrepreneur? Okay, so next to around 20, 21, 30 minutes. So I'm going to talk about what are the key aspects. Ma'am, how much time I have?
Your convenience, Raghu. Now it is 9:36.
Okay.
So you may plan for the 20 minutes also.
Okay, ma'am. Another half an hour. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So now let us understand. If you have any doubts, you can raise the doubts. Otherwise, I'll go ahead with as per my preparation. I'll just go with your key issues in the entrepreneurs. So that's the last topic. Any specific doubts? I'm checking the messages also. There is no any message. Any questions before I go to this last topic? Anybody? So can you follow it at least? Can you follow me what I'm saying?
You can go ahead, sir. Next topic.
Okay, fine. So now let us understand the key concepts in entrepreneurs. So what are the basic concepts that we need to know? When I say I have heard of entrepreneurship or innovation because of this particular day, World Entrepreneurs Day, what is that entrepreneurship? The key criterias, the important aspects that we need to know. So any student, for that matter. So let us understand the important points. Okay. So once since you have attended 1 hour session, so you should know some of the key aspects. What is related to entrepreneurs? So first one is, I think we need to have a very good product. Without a product, you can't start any business. Can be a small level or it can be multinational company, okay, small scale industry or a tiny industry, or it can be even very small startup which has started with any product, or it can be service. So it should be a very good product with a differentiation. So product differentiation is the first point. Then the second thing is there should be some kind of novelty, something newness, something for the first time, so that it will lead to better and create some interest, okay, desire in the customers, okay, and they'll try to accept your product. Then finally, there should be some kind of cause, something benefit for the maybe the society, or benefit for the people, benefit for the customer. So they'll ultimately lead to a lot of customer satisfaction. So cause or outcome of the particular business or a product. So that's also important. And finally, the opportunity. So what kind of opportunities you are going to identify? So how do you think some of the points are repeating? I have already told you. So opportunity is also one thing. So how do you address the market, and how do you encash those opportunities? How do you grab the opportunities? So that's also very important. Then scaling. How do you go for increased volume? Scaling means like suppose you manufacture a few small quantity and then you go for a maximum more number of quantity. So that volume of production you're going to increase. That is scaling. Then value creation. Create some unique value, okay, unique proposition, unique selling proposition. So USP. So that is also very important when it comes to the value addition and adding the particular value to the products. And finally, the adopt or change. How do you adopt the particular market? How you are going to change how do you manage the change management, so change and knowledge management or technology management. So these are all the key things. Apart from this, we can touch upon some of the marketing aspects like branding. So brand issues, how do you brand your products? How do you brand it? Can be services also. And continuous improvement, the Kaizen concept. So how do you go for continuous improvement? What is the kind of need or necessity for improvement on a continuous basis? So Kaizen concept, how do you apply Kaizen for your product or your business? So that's also important concept. Then the final thing is the competition. So, what is the level of competition? What type of market structure we are in, and how this competition is also changing with the change scenario? How the business has to change to match with the requirement. Okay, so that's also important. Then finally, the technology, the social media. How do you use and leverage on the social media? How do you take advantage of your technology for your business purpose, and how you are going to get maximum benefit out of this? Okay, and you need to have a proactive approach towards your solutions and problem solving approach. Okay, problems and solution. How do you identify your problem? How do you see your problem and try to face it? And finally, the business plan. Business plan is a little complicated and little lengthy topic, but to tell you in simple, business plan refers to it's a document which will have the detailed information on your entire business, starting from how which product you're going to select until the end, how you're going to get the profit, how long, after how many years, when you're going to complete your business. So there's a very lengthy things which covers starting from introduction of your new product, and how do you market it, how do you get the finance, and who is your supplier, who is your customer, where is your market, and finally how we are going to get the cost covered or profit. Okay, so all these aspects, entire business detailed information report, or you can say it's a document, a written document. It's called as business plan. So you would have attended or seen, heard of this thing like business plan writing or competitions and all that. Then networking. Networking is also key thing. Without networking today, without people or the information, or trying to have a support, so we can't able to achieve any success. Then finally, the feedback or follow up. The follow up activities. Sometimes you will just make an attempt and you just leave it, forget about it. But if you make a real um, effort with a lot of follow up and taking a feedback, trying to take some corrective actions, you can definitely learn from the mistakes and you can make a change, and you can develop a better products and services. So this will lead to maximum benefit. So these are all the key aspects in entrepreneurship. So this is the basic understanding we are trying to see. So hope it's covering maximum
Yes,
points
yes,
with
yes.
respect to the key area. Okay.
Yes,
So now let us almost coming to the end of the presentation. The audience are totally silent, so there is no question. So I'm just trying to answer any questions you have. You can ask me any questions before we go to any conclusion of this session. No question. Can you follow me at least? Is it clear to all of you? No question. Okay. At least
and
some
your session was
responses.
such a wonderful one. There are no
Okay.
doubts.
What are the
So I
best
think
ways to find the
one
customer?
session will get
Okay.
and the short.
Finally, I got one question. At least one
Yes.
question is there. Yeah. Usually, we can't expect more questions, but at least one question is there. I'm very happy. Let us just try to answer this question. See, it's a very good question. I think
What are the
very
best ways to
important
find the
question, but
customer?
it's related to marketing. Uh, yes, yes. What are the best ways to find the customer needs by Sayed? Okay. So basically, when you talk about customer needs, of course, it's related to marketing. You must know your customer. So if you don't know who is your customer, for whom you're producing, how you're producing,
S- Your voice is breaking, sir.
this is a good question. So, what are the best ways to understand
I'm
or
not
find the needs?
audible
How
yet.
you can understand the needs? What are the method? Okay, Dipankar. Okay, it's trying to say. Now,
Ah, now okay.
no voice. Now, okay. Think I
Yes,
just
yes, now
little
you are
decrease my
audible.
voice. So sometimes, see, to start with the basic application of technology today, the recent analytics. You heard of business analytics and data analytics? There are many tools and techniques. One of the technique is trend analysis. They try to collect the data It's not by the old traditional questionnaire method. It's not by survey method, but they just understand with the web analytics how you are using the words and what's the number of words that's been used, how frequently and where it is used, which particular channel, which place, and what is the age group of that particular customers. So everything is, it can be starting from your movies, how the movie review has been done, how the suppose a new product, new brand or HP or IBM, they have launched a new model of laptop or a mobile. So what people are saying, so you need not go and give them feedback, but they will analyze with the social media how you are treating the number of tweets and what they are using, what words, whether it's positive or negative. So it's all part of customer analytics. So customer analytics with the linked with the Google Analytics, they can able to understand the companies are sitting, they are using a lot of Power BI, business intelligence, a lot of softwares are there, a lot of high end technology is there. So where they're trying to register the entire customer data information and they're trying to use it. So that's the one of the latest modern technique. But if you see the old traditional methods we have, suppose what is a how I can understand customer, how I know what my customer wants, how what he doesn't want. So you can just go for customer research, consumer research. Research is the answer. So go for customer research, ask some feasible or related questions. Okay, so suppose assume that I am marketing a particular product. I am marketing a particular like suppose fruits, vegetables. Okay, it's a, my food retail outlet. So what is my intention? I want to know what kind of products I need to sell. So what is moving faster? Okay, then how can I design my questions? The question should be like, what is your interest and what is the more quantity of your purchase? What if suppose the price is this much? Are you willing to buy? So these type of questions we can ask, and the customer will say, and based on the analysis, based on the review, we can identify, understand whether the customer need this product or not. Suppose if I say, if company is providing you organic tomatoes, are you ready to accept? Or if I say organic food products, how many of you are ready to? I mean, this is the main research. Even in my previous research papers, I have just discussed. So then we have come to understand that what my customer exactly want. If I say my question is, are you ready to go for any kind of cut vegetables or packed vegetables? Are you ready to pay extra for that additional value? Then he may say no. We don't want cut vegetables because it comes with additional price or cost. So like that, we can come to know what exactly they want, they and what they don't want. But this is one old traditional method. So like that, there are many customer the research methods, tools, techniques which has been used. Even statistical tools we can use, trend analysis, regression, correlation. So there are many statistical ways we can identify the customers, what they want, what they think. So this is the one thing. And other methods, because you are, I think, because there is no many questions, I'm just taking it little bit elaborated, okay, answer for this one single question. Okay. So when you say the other methods, the one of the method can be just mere simple technique observation method. Just observing your retail outlet. I just go around, maybe as a customer or it can be an employee, just go and watch what they're doing, what my customers are doing. Just maybe they're just going to the particular product and they're just leaving it, or they're seeing, checking the price, and they're taking more, or they're searching for some product they're not able to find out, or they're trying to ask some assistance of my employees, by employees are not assisting them properly, or they're getting the proper assistance support from employee, finally they're happy, they're smiling. So I can make a video analytics of my entire retail outlet, or it can be a entire mall, can be anywhere. It can happen in a restaurant, it can be a service, it can be a product. So I can exactly know and study what is happening with my customers. What's the more important to success as an entrepreneur, innovation or integrity? Oh, this is really a little tough question, because when it comes to integrity, it must be taken, because integrity has a lot of value even today in 2023, maybe in the future also. Okay, so integrity and your innovation, right? So that's the question. So what is most important? for the success of an entrepreneur. Innovation and it is both actually, but integrity comes one step ahead of innovation. Whatever the innovation, creativity I have told you, or we have discussed, or you heard of, you previously also, it is not a that's not more important in front of integrity, because integrity, the value system, so that is still very very important. You can't fool the customer, or you can't fool the government, you can't fool somebody and make money, because it's not long lasting sustainable thing. So you heard of sustainability, sustainable business. We need to have a lot of integrity, and we need to have a lot of innovation also together. In case if you lack little innovation, if you lack little, the creativity, it's okay. You can somehow manage with a good integrity and a lot of moral, ethical values, ethical business or legal this thing. So these are all the important. But I know why you are thinking, because sometimes some of the business we may think that why this money making, or they are going behind the profits and all that. But still, whatever it is, innovation may be very good, but if the integrity is not good, the company cannot grow in the long run. So that's the clear answer to this question. Okay, anything else? Any other questions? So Amrut, I think I answered. Okay, so the important for success is you have to go for innovation and integrity also. But innovation, if it is not so good, you can still somehow you can survive. But if the integrity is missing, then you can't survive. Okay.
So
So I
thank
think,
you so much. Really a very elaborative and very informative session today we have.
yeah, thank you, ma'am.
And actually, this topic cannot be covered in 1 hour duration.
Yes.
At least we need some more sessions. So I think that let us have some series of sessions,
Okay, ma'am.
entrepreneurship and innovation as per our convenience time, maybe weekly once or fortnight once, based upon our
Yes.
students. Even I would like to know their convenient timings, whether weekdays or holidays, weekends. So I will find out and we will plan some more sessions as per this, so that we can take part of it part. Even IGNO also launched a
Okay,
master degree in
ma'am.
entrepreneurship. Already they have this
Yes,
specialization in
thank
their
you, ma'am.
MBA
And
subject. Yes,
I'll answer that last question. So, how do we get new
please, sir.
customers as a small business entrepreneurship? This is also really, I'm seeing a lot of practical questions. So, Danya is asking, okay. So, how to get a new customer? Of course, there is a very important old saying, okay. The important old quote says that getting a new customer is difficult than retaining an existing customer. So getting new customer is really difficult, but since your question is about how to get a new customer, so definitely you need to make a lot of money, increase your profit, increase your the scale of operations, increase your volume production, and sell more, okay, more quantities, and reach maximum customers, grow in terms of market coverage, market area. So you need to look for new customers. So the question is very interesting, but what is the way, how to get, how to convince, how to tap that new markets? Okay, so that's maybe for a small business. So that's what is a challenge here. So it's not, you're not asking for a multinational company. So your answer, your question is very specific. When I'm a small startup, so how do I look for new customers? So that's really a good question. So let us try to, I'll just try to answer this, okay? Because there is a lot of important, concerns here. Because getting new customer, first point is you should have a very good product or a service. So the answer is already I've covered in my presentation. Your product should be different. So product differentiation is the one thing. Then definitely customer will come to your thing. Either it's a small hotel or a big hotel. If the taste and hygiene everything is good, then definitely customer will come to you. Okay. So the first thing is your product should be good. It should be giving a value for the money why the customer is purchasing, and timely service, prompt service, again making a integrity, and that same points I told you. Okay, integrity should be there, some novelty should be there, innovative, creative way, presenting the way you present, connect with the people. So you definitely people will like, okay, this person, maybe the product is not so good, but the person is good. So they go with that. So you have seen a lot of retail outlets. Why you go to, even I heard some examples where some people they shift their house, rent house, but they would like to purchase from the same retailer because of the relationship. So you develop a relationship, develop that bonding, be good, and try to have a good communication. And of course promotion also comes here. So you need to promote more nowadays through social media. A lot of you know uh, cheaper, or you can say low cost promotions you can easily do, you can reach maximum. So use technology, okay, social media. So ultimately I think, even I quote my own small examples, my own students, okay. So recently they just completed their MBA, and in the final year of MBA, they started their own small business. So they're designers. They are studying MBA in design, technology, or interior designing, fashion design. Okay, so those, of course, it was affiliated to Mysore University program. So there, what they did is simple. They use the
Sir, you are not audible.
WhatsApp, they use the Facebook, and they started promoting their products, and even in their different social media. It can be or any other social media also. So they use Facebook.
Yes, yes, now audible.
Is it audible now? Okay. Some maybe. Okay. So use the Facebook social media link, and finally they are going to reach the maximum audience. So that's the one of the strategy. So what the market strategy, our customer, okay, strategy, let's talk about. So how do we use leverage on the technology and leverage on the particular apps or softwares? They develop a small app, and they make some promotions, and they try to get the some kind of a drag attention of the customer, and create interest, make some kind of novelty. So these are all the ways how they can able to get new customers without any additional maximum cost, because it's a small business. So I am not advised, and we are not it's not possible for them to go for huge spending on their advertisements or investment. So that's how simply can go for small change in terms of their features, the products, and use the technology, use the social media, and definitely the customers will come with the product differentiation. So product differentiation is key thing. You have a good product, people will come in search, and maybe you are located in far away in Mysore Road or Kengeri, so they'll come all the way. Okay, so it's not like, okay, it's so far and all that. So location will not be the criteria, because you won't get that taste or the particular thing. So that's why they go to the particular brand, because they think that this is the one value addition where others cannot meet it. So the product is a key thing. So you have a good product, definitely customer will come without even advertisement. No need to
True, true. It is true, and really a wonderful session today evening, Dr. Raghu. We are thankful to you. And even we are thankful to our director, Dr. UC Pandey, Regional Service Division. And this is the particular topic also suggested by him. He was unable to join due to another official meeting. And the same session is recorded. We are uploading to YouTube channel, official YouTube channel of IGNO, and sharing to all our students also. So my dear students, I already posted the RC Bangalore email ID, and even Dr. Raghu also, if there is no objection, he can give an email ID. And whatever queries we receive, will be certainly forwarding to you, sir. So I'm thankful to all the participants who have joined this late evening for this seminar. And
sure.
in fact, today only we connected because today is announced as a World Entrepreneur Day. So we don't want to miss Dr. Raghu's session on this particular day, hence arranged late evening. And we'll be arranging some more session also, because the admission date is extended, hence still counseling session not yet commenced for you, but we are going to choose the titles of your syllabus only, or you may also ask us that the particular topic, madam, please arrange a webinar. We'll be arranging every weekend also for your learning purpose. And I'm thankful to all the participants. I'm thankful to all our staff of my research center, learner support centers, and others from the other research centers, and the staff of RSD and CDE for providing this opportunity to conduct the program successfully. And thank you very much, sir. Hope to meet you in other seminars.
Thank you, sir.